Yeah, good morning, everyone, and it's actually very good to have you here again. It's been a very long time that I've done a couple of works, yeah, and I find it necessary that I should put out my time to, make a short video. Just for, I just feel like to do the video necessary. It's more important. Um, yeah, just to give a feedback as to what I've been posting and um, of the failures, the losses, the outcomes that we're seeing, and the ones that we possibly could see in the future, and also possible, um, how do I say, expectations that we would be having. Yeah, I want to real quickly, go back to things that has come to bear. I really want to talk about. I want to talk about a lot of peers. Um, the DXY, of course, and um, um, the EURUSD, the CAD JPY. Um, many of them. We just talk about many of them in today. Not necessarily that we have something new, something different. Yeah, nothing. Just to just show ourselves what it is that we've been expecting and possible outcomes that we've seen as well and possible futuristic mindset that we should have even as a trader. You understand? So I just will be looking at things that we expecting that Bitcoin. Like I said, I don't necessarily like engage Bitcoin as it were. I was thinking that more like we have it a couple of years back, you know, that we I have a projection that Bitcoin was going to come to this level, which it did, and since it came to around 12K, 16K, it's as we've seen an higher price over since then. Such a wonderful price delivery. No one could have believed that a BTC could come down to 12K. You understand that it could have seen the day of around 72,000, and we see it made an all-time high around 73, 72.5, and it's been an awesome. Currently, if we check whatsoever Bitcoin is, we would feel that it's done largely a whole lot of things. It's done a whole lot. If you check Bitcoin, yeah, if you check Bitcoin, let's use this space for it. Let's use this space. BTC USD. Okay, we check the monthly time frame. Let's see how um, price as May. It came there at 23. It started its rally since the early part of 2023. Came into this imbalance here, and we saw how price came into the imbalance here, and we saw how beautifully prices, you know, gone all up, you know, came into the game structure and came into this fair value gap as well. And since then, around September of last year, we see now price has rallied. But tangibly, looking at the monthly time frame, we could see clearly that there is the fear, I mean, the fair value gap that was left unfilled around this place here. This was not filled up. This was left, and price has, successfully come into that. So could it possibly come here? Actually I would expect it to because since September last year, we see that there hasn't been any particular, actual drawback. I mean, retracement that has been given, but Bitcoin being Bitcoin, it can actually do whatsoever. So if you check from the last green candle that we have there, the last very close candle before we see this red candle, where price is begins to come down a little, you know, we would see that this very place is the equilibrium level. So price delivered to that at 50K, at 50K, I guess. Price got delivered there around 50,000, yeah, 50K. So that's a very good psychological level that price is expected to react and immediately got in there. It took off all of back. We see our price has chosen to come back to 73,000, which was the highest I was made initially. Now we have this high at 68K, 68, 65, 68, 60, yeah, around 69, very close to 69, 69K. So that shows to us that if we look at this level, if price actually decide to go all up from here, because the same thing that we possibly are seeing here happened also around this level, um, 2021, and June, where we first see our price came for this high before it came totally down to this level. I would say it's going to do the same thing. Price could choose from this imbalance here and take off fully to the all time. If all time high is taken, I would actually love to see price to come to the 786 level, 78% level. I would love to see the price come around 35Q. If price comes there, that's a very good discounted price for the buyer to come into it. But 50K is okay. 50K is okay as well to be a buyer. But what if it comes down to this level at 35,000? So is it possible? Well. You never can tell what price action, what the market maker could do, because if they can do it at this time when we first have it's around 69,000 and price came all the way down to, so someone who bought from around 29 at the time, who are seeing his profit here. This is another level to where you actually have to understand that, you know, taking profit is very important. If, for instance, you bought from here, let's check the 3 months time frame to see. You see, it didn't come all the way down into this. Probably the weekly will give us something tangible we need to that we can actually see or to study. you know, price refused to go to feel this imbalance, and then it took off. Just took off to 69, and we see how it fell back into this fair value gap by 16 to May. Let me check the last candle there. We have around 15,000, and from there it took off to this all-time high that we currently have. But then, as I was saying, if we look to the higher time frame at 3 months, you will see the imbalance there. Sorry, struggle with that. See a little bit of imbalance. Take this off. So since the candle is taking off upon this red candle here, you see that there has not been a tangible retracement, and you can still push this to this level. See how price came into this imbalance and it gave a pump up, but excuse me, there hasn't been a significant displacement ever since. Price hasn't taken any tangible convincing high, which would have been here. Okay, it hasn't done that, but then we see how the displacement was immediately came into this, and we would be expecting. I'm expecting that if this low is being tapped into, then we possibly should be seeing price come into this fair value gap to um, to really give us a more possible very discounted price. You can actually enter from here. You enter from here. Let's take the new threshold level, and you can have your stop loss. That's where it's going to be crazy. That's a whole lot of money, and you can have your to have you're risking yeah can have your 2 hour back. It's a long term investment. I actually most times I love to be a kind of position trader when it comes to crypto because you can imagine you trading from this level and trading from this level having your if you enter from this level and you have your stop loss here and you're targeting the all time high. Okay, I check and you're targeting the all time high here. And of course, you'll be looking at having a little bit at it, but let us just stay with the all-time high. Yeah, I mean almost 4 hours. That's so if you're risking a $10,000, you know, you're risking $100,000, you'll be getting a multiple four, meaning that a long time into the next year, you're getting a $400,000 back. You're getting if you risk $1 million, you're getting a $4 million back after a whole year. And you could have actually gotten that house after I mean, after the year closes. This actually happened. This candle happens January 2024. So by the beginning of this year, you would have just cashed out and just forget about it. Okay, not to waste much of our time, let us just go into other aspect of it, which is talking about DXY. Actually, I, you all know that I've been rooting for a buy when it comes to DXY in a very long time now. I've been rooting for a buy, and yes, rooting for a buy. And reason for that is simple. Okay, if you check the higher time frame on DXY, you would know my reason for that. Let us take this one first. Uh, take this out. Okay. So you know my reason for that. If you check 3 months, you will know my reason for that. So you check the 6 months, I guess you will know my reason for that. So here is it. So we have price traded into. Let me take this out as well. We have price trading into a very huge fair value gap between these levels, and that exactly is a strong divination of what you and I should be expecting from the price. Let me make this visible a little more. That's too much. Okay, so let's check this together. So we see our price have chosen to react, in this same level. Now, if you use the Fibonacci extension and then you have it here, you would see that it's already gone beyond the equilibrium level, and it's already getting towards the 618. Sorry, I'm supposed to be using the red candle. Yeah, see that the last red candle that we have, which is uh, the other block that we'll be having. See that, and it does it. Another thing you want to check is this was the last um, eye that was purged, not this, but this very one. You could have used this, it wouldn't have been a problem, but you would see that this was the very last high that was taken. This low was respected, wasn't taken out, so this was the legging, the push, the definite push up that actually took this out. And I'm going to use the body, and you will see that they've gotten into and even beyond it. That in itself gives you more of leverage. So you can actually look into that and have a trust, that there's a possibility for price to respect this fair value gap before going up. And that's exactly what I'm expecting. I'm expecting this high to be taken out, expecting this high to be taken out, and for this all-time high to be rated definitely. So this is what I'm seeing. If you ask me personally, that is what I'm seeing. And if you go much more to the 12 months, you would figure that price actually responded to the, excuse me, I really love to use this. Yeah. Price responded to the imbalance here. We have this imbalance here, and price fled into it, and once it got there, it came all the way down. But now, if you check this price action, this price action, where do you think the liquidity are? Of course, the liquidity will be at the top now because the last liquidity that was provided at the low was being rated here. It was being rated by this low here. It was being rated by this low here. So this was the definite liquidity that was being rated, the last one, and we could see that price came all the way down here, right? And we are looking at that as a reason to why we believe that there is a higher possibility or probability for price to continue to move high. So why do I believe that possibly EURUSD is going to sell? Why do I believe that GBPUSD is going to sell? Why do I believe strongly that, and New Zealand USD is going to sell in a long term? You know, simply because, of course, because of that. Well, I'll be coming back to this. Now we have a very convincing displacement to the top, so we should be seeing a rally to the top. Yes, should be seeing a rally to the top, and there's no other place where I'll be talking about this listening to this. Yeah. So this is the 6 month candlestick path. Trend that we're seeing, and if we check, you could see how price did well to come into this imbalance here, and excuse me, price came into this imbalance here, and yeah, and this high has been rated. This low rather has been rated, and that's why we have a need for a little bit of, a pushback to the upside. And of course, we would be looking at this place to be our next target. Excuse me about that. Sorry. So we have price leaving this various level, and it came in here. We have it traces back. Price failed to take that high, and then and see how it's, this place is downward. And if we zoom in, looking at that, if we should zoom in, if we zoom in into that, of course, you will be expecting that price should come into this level. Of course, I was expecting that. I wouldn't deny. So, because if you look at the candle, and you have it here, yeah. So it's reached the 618 here, and of course, I was expecting it to come into. It would have been a very good discounted level as well. It would have been a very good discounted level as well for it to come into. So that's around 618, but then price didn't do that. And if you an ICT trader, you would already figure out that there's something more of a reason why that might not be the case. The reason why that might not be the case, and this is the reason why I'm thinking that could be an issue. Let me cancel this first. You see, price filled that imbalance, which it's the same thing that was done on, I mean, the 6 hour time frame here on DXY. So we have that, you know, we have that. It's the same thing. Yeah, you see, our price came into this and since then has refused to move any bit lower and irrespective. Now, more to that is I really want you to check this low that was made 2023. I want you to check the same thing here. So we are going to tag that 2023. We're going to tag it 23 and also tag this one 23. And that's all that we are going to have for now. And let us go to GU. We have a whole lot of luxury, luxury here. We're able to keep in, what's it called, 20, uh, 20 hour. That was yesterday. I mean, this yesterday to today, we're able to keep 20 hour. What am I expecting? I'm expecting a buy now. The buy should be to a very strong level. Of course, very strong level here. I'm expecting a buy here. But before that, I want you to check something with me and real quick. So this is GU. Okay, let's go in. We cancel this. Take them off. Okay. So this is GU. Um, we checked EU on 6 months, GU also on 6 months. So we would realize that GU initially has filled this imbalance. So there's no doubt that GU, reason to why it has gone down that much to have taken this low. And the reason why we saw this is if you check the 1985, you see that price came for this liquidity upon this entry here. It went all the way down. And definitely, we'll be expecting a lot of retracement from there, picked into that, and boom, all up. Since 2022, we've been seeing a continual 2022 July. We had a continual buy. But then you would be ignorant of this imbalance here that was left there. I would love to have that in another color entirely different. Yes, I think that's perfect. And this currently is the high of 2023 that I'm talking about. So I will tag that also 23. All right. So this is the high of 2023, and what we are currently seeing is, if you check, I mean, sorry, I will have to go for 2023 high itself and not the way I was seeing it. All right. So inside an imbalance, inside a fair value gap, where price has gotten stopped, you see that we've had the price just get stuck in there. If you realize by using Fibonacci retracement just to find, not that I'm using Fibonacci to demand or to determine, I mean just to know the discounted value, not I'm not a Fibonacci trader. You see that I have a lot of confidence that I'm talking about already, the fair value gap that was actually used, so price came in here and I'm looking at something. So Now you would realize, let us take this off. So we already know it's around 786 percentage. Now what I want you to see here is price came all the way down, puking this low of 1983 or 1985 something. Okay, so we have this. So we're expecting that there should be a lot of reversal back. I mean, a whole lot of displacement back up. So when that happened, we saw that it came into the fair value gap on the 6 months time frame. All right. So excuse me. Yeah. So we have this low also being taken out. So we could say that we already have liquidity purged already, but the main liquidity that was purged is the low of 1983, and price came into this level. Now we are at the level of 78, I mean 786, right? And of course, when price came in here, we realized that the high of year of 2023, okay, the year 2023, the high that was made around July, yeah, you could say, was being puked here, was actually seen being traded into and above it. But on GU, it wasn't so. They entered into the same year value gap as well, but it wasn't so for this. I mean, for the two of them. Now, I need to say something also. You realize that the low of 2021, I mean 2001, was not being touched or tapped into by I mean Euro USD, and also the high that was made around that um, 2001 was not, being touched to why we see this heavy drop downward and all of that. And that isn't just, an issue. But then going back to, I mean, the Euro USD, just to show you a very important level, is that Euro USD failed to trade to the high of the July 2023. This July, by July 2024. But on GU, it did all the way around. We see how it traded into and above it, but then it closes below it, right? That can actually be observed here as well. This is the low of July 2023 inside a fair value gap, right? You see our price closed not below it, didn't get to hit, but above it, and then we have price already going up back. So that is what we call SMT divergence. That is called SMT divergence. All right. It happens basically inside a fair value gap. It happened at a very good level, right? That was at a very good level, at a very, very good level. In a very good confluence, a condition that supported that. So when I see that, I already know what I possibly will be doing when I see some other thing on the lower time frame. So if you go down to the lower time frame, like 3 months, then you can actually see more of a possibility. So we still have the fair value imbalance, being kept there. So price is still well held in that. And like I said, we have price already trading. So below the 50% almost to the 6-month hit. So it's a very, 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 very good level. And we go to the GU, if you go down to the lower time frame as well, you possibly would see the same thing. And this is actually very, very good. Excuse me. A very good level. All right. A very good level. We have that happens. So you have the view energy to measure that from this high to this low. You see, it's got into the 786 level, taking out this. I, and we have this. We can have this. Sorry. Okay, shaping back. So price is going above the equilibrium level, which is 618 and 786. So we are still at a very good um, 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 good level to sell at that very point in time. We have the discounted price here, and we have this other level here. You won't believe I do not remember. Okay, so but the contemplation is that we were expecting that Euro USD is supposed to like get into this very level, but it wouldn't get there. It just failed to move up, and if you go to the lower time frame as well, we probably will see why it didn't get there, which is something that just cannot ignore, you know, something that I cannot just ignore. Um, you see this, okay? So this is the I that was made on July, and we're expecting price to still just hold this. Now, definitely, if now, where is my stand? Is if the low that was made April, okay, if this low, let's go to the monthly time frame to see definite decisions that I want to be standing a bit now. So my definite condition is this. So now you see this low here because if you go to down to the lower time frame, we are going to see a lot of trend line phantom that was actually being used to as a measuring tool for so many retail traders. Okay, you see this low here. Now, if you figure, I'm not talking about many things, yet aside just one thing, it's just one-sided. I see it just one-sided. I'm not seeing it in like probably this and this and that. No, I'm not a gambler, so I already know what I need to see to be able to take my standards. Okay, I need to buy, I need to sell here. All right. So the weekly time frame is not really giving us anything like that. How about the weekly time frame? Yes, the weekly time frame is doing a whole lot of detail too. So definitely we can check from here. So why do we see a field in price going all up? A possible reason is because you see this gap here. You see this gap here. You see that? You see this gap here was filled, and then we had a low. Now this was the definite low that we're taking. This convincing low here was taking. Sorry, this low here. All right. So this was the low that was taken. Definitely, we would be using that now. This was the ultimate low, rather, that was taken. Okay, this was the ultimate low that was taken because it was the first low before getting to this very place. All right, and this is just an intermediate low. This was the definite low that was taken. I mean, when the price reached it and it was really, I will see how price still got back into this level, right? Taking the eye of the close of 2023, and then we see how price has delicately started pushing all the way down here. Sorry, you see how price has been pushing all the way down. So what I would love to see is definitely this low that was made before the price went up to be taken. So if this low is being rated something like this low is being rated this way, okay, and then possibly we can actually even have this too. You see this fair value, okay, in between this candlestick and this other one, the space in between, you can actually see there, and then I'm believing that we should actually be having something into the space back here and all time, you know, continual linear movement. Now, if you notice more importantly, this imbalance was left not filled, was left unfilled. This low here was left unfilled here. It's left unfilled. So of course you can get there and believe me, if I see a possible reason, I'm much more than flexible to deny what I believe or what I think I'm seeing, and the price is expected to come here. Excuse me. Let's see. So it's as simple as that. That is all I'm expecting. I'm not looking at much of a thing. I'm not expecting much. The imbalance field on the high time. I tune it down to the lower time frame based on what I see. This eye was not taken when it actually happens to be taking on GU. So definitely, I'll be expecting. Um, sorry, I'll be expecting that level be read. This level. This is the definite low. All right, this level to be taken out. We have a price come down to this level, and then I'm expecting price to continue to move to the downside. All right, so now we have a definite low taken here, and of course came into this our place where we were expecting it to come into. We were expecting GU, so I'll be moving to GU now. We're expecting GU. We're expecting GU on the daily time frame. Earlier in the last month, we were expecting it to come into this imbalance, which it successfully filled into. See that? I can take this out now. Okay, and we have it. We have it going to this. We have it coming to this. Where do we see possibly? If we go to the weekly time frame, we see more bullish. We have this, right? We have this. We have this. So let me take this to one side. Okay. We have this. Already we have this. So we're expecting something like this. Boom, boom, like that. Right? So that's in there. Boom. That's what me. That's what I'm expecting. I'm not saying it would happen. It's just my expectation. Okay, it's just both my expectation, and you can see how on the lower time frame we can actually definitely see it more accurately the possible place it should actually come into. So of course, yeah. So of course, we will be expecting price to come in here, and this is how I do get my possible direction, bias, my directional bias as to where I expect the price to go or to come into. You know, expect price to come now. I'm expecting this eye to be taken off. If this is shifted above it, if we see shift above this, and price gives us a push above this high, then I'm expecting a buy to this level. This is a very good premium level for for a sell, because why not? To be a premium level for a sell. To be a premium set 618, and we possibly see another index here. Possibly price come this much? Yes, it can. That's it. If you actually only want to deceive yourself, you see, I won't be negligent of that. Okay, I won't be ignorant. I won't neglect that. I won't say no, it can't get there. I'm not market maker. I'm just saying that based on what I see, I'm expecting these and that to happen in the market, and that's it. If it happens, fine. If it doesn't happen, fine as well. It's not in any type or shape say that I know, oh, I'm the Almighty, I know what is going to happen in the market or whatnot, and all of that. No, 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 no. That's not the point. That is not, or will never be the point. You understand? That will never be the point. So I'm expecting the price to come here or here. So if it comes to either of the two, then why not? You see, if you go down to the lower time frame on the daily, here on EURUSD, you possibly would be saying why. The reason is not far-fetched. The reason for that is not far-fetched at all. It's not far-fetched. If you go to the weekly, do we see anything? Yeah, we see that. It's a very simple uh, thing to decide. You see that. Very simple. Um, it's what your eyes sees. What your eye sees. You get what your eye sees. The bar could necessarily be, you're seeing here. Yeah, and you can check this liquidity was rated. So what's above it now? So can we have a buy into this level? Yeah, we can. But remember, I said I'm expecting this low and this low to be rated up. If these two lows are taken out, then why not? We are going all the way down. So, but then for now, I'm expecting this liquidity here has been rated fully. So, of course, I will be expecting that they get it locked by this other block. I'll be expecting it. Okay, I'm expecting that this get locked here for further lower prices. Okay, I'm probably expecting them to do that. I said that's it. The same thing goes for the SFD price has been so sluggish going down, right? And you wouldn't deny on the high time frame that we have more to that, we have equal lows here, which is definitely what's, just, you can't just deny that it's something you can't see. Like I was saying the other time, this build up, let's check. I didn't know what I actually applied. Okay, an inverse here. I was even expecting it also to come this much. I wouldn't lie. When I seen all of this, I was expecting it to come into this place to fill it up. I was expecting that to happen, but price seems to have traded into it fully, nothing here. Because if you go to you see nothing, you see that place has been successfully traded into. So we possibly should be expecting a sell, massive sell, mid sell, and you see on the what's it called, time frame, price has traded into that, straight into that. So of course, I'll be expecting um a sell to this lower time frame. I mean to this lower price, and also that's that about it. I'm not going too much into it. I don't waste much of your time. I'm expecting it to come here. Now this is my target. If I see what I think I need to see, um, if I see that I'm going to be trading to the high, to this very high level, and that is that about that. We can start from the lower time frame. Okay, so how am I going to determine a buy in this markets. You can see and check. How am I going to determine a buy to this level? Okay, to this level, relatively, I'm going to expect a buy. Now, I might need to go to 2 hour. The 2 hours, the 1 hour. The 30 minutes. Now, you want to be an aggressive trader? Let's check GU 30 minutes. For me, definitely, excuse me, definitely for me, an aggressive trader would say that this high has been taken and the price has come down a little. But well, I would love to see this very place being taken out, which was why I actually outlining, delineated it out. If this high is taken, I will be expecting price to do something more like taking this out, then give a retracement back into this level, and then we continue a push up for this eye, this eye, this eye, these other eyes, because they are all liquidity uh, provided, you know, this high, come back down, and then boom to the upside again. So of course, I'm expecting something tangibly like that. I'm essentially something like that. So that would be my place of engagement with the price action. I wouldn't just be expecting the buy immediately. I'll be expecting it to come slow and steady. So if that happens, if this happened today, I want to figure out a level of retracement into the space. Okay, and from there, boom, EU giving us a very good vibe. Not so. This is the high of 23. Then pointing out. Okay, this is the high of 23. So if that is taking out as well and GU, why not? That means we would be having a great push up, because if you go to the 1 hour time frame, taking this off. If you go to the 1 hour time frame, the 1 hour time frame, 2 hours, yeah, see, price is expected to take this out. Then we have already a provision of imbalance here that we could actually see here. So this imbalance is filled, then no problem. Could I have entered immediately from here? Yes, because I was expecting price to come here and then boom. Yeah, I was expecting that to happen. Has it shown me more reason why it would? Yeah, see, sure. Reason why it would, and I'm going to be expecting price to go into that level. And there we go back and forth. Just the same thing over and over again. And that is just it about that.